DJs and Entertainment. I'm Benson Irving, aka DJ V. Grown and sexy. Let me say it. Grown and sexy. Two words that probably should be buried by now, but they couldn't do it. Classic Billions cigar and coffee bar. This place is phenomenal. So if you're ever visiting Kansas City, Missouri in the area, make sure you put this on your go out and kick it list for sure. And I say kick it, but when I say grown and sexy and for the adult, this is that place. Phenomenal atmosphere, great cigars, great libations, and phenomenal live music. Got focused, but I'm back in focus. It had to get in there. But anyway, check my man out. You see him? You see him? It's cool as all get. I like that stick, my brother. Mr. William Harris.
Well, Classic Blends is kind of, I started it honestly as a segue into a retirement. It was more or less a retirement venue, and my plan was to run it while I worked, run it for another 5 or 6 years. But we grew fast, certainly faster than I thought. And from that, we just we obviously went into running the business full time, and so I started initially just as it wanted to be a relaxing spot, a space for people to come and work and talk and socialize. And also I wanted to do an upscale place for people to come and listen to some music or whatnot. But that all evolved. Initially it was just going to be a cigar lounge, and the music came later. Well, we started it. The idea to do it was probably in 2019. Okay. Is when I kind of started thinking about it, processing it, and in 2020 I took a part-time job at another cigar lounge just to kind of learn the business and whatnot, and so I did that in 2021, and then in 2022 we actually just kind of set out and started the lounge. And when I started the lounge, I was actually still working. It was just, we just started the build out process and whatnot, and we like I said, it just grew fast enough where I had to resign from my job as a full-time director of finance at a charter school. Well, Vince, we went to school together at Southwest, and so we just kind of, Southwest, I was actually kind of a quiet guy. Right. So I talked if you spoke to me, otherwise I would just kind of be a fly on the wall. I did play sports, ran track, and I played football, but I still was pretty quiet. Well, the music was more or less I stumbled into it, to be quite honest. Whenever we started, again, this was just supposed to be a cigar lounge. And the city came in and I had some complaints about spillover smoke. And part of the I want to say negotiation was to change my hours. Well, when I changed my hours to wait till tenants to leave, I had to think of something that brought people here. And so we initially started with a Thursday night jazz night that didn't include the weekends. It's going to be jazz night on Thursday nights. We brought in Max Groove, and he was just coming in and playing some jazz music. And so it went so well and had such a turnout, we thought, well, we'll bring 18th Street up north and give a venue where people can come to outside of the Vine District. And And so we started bringing people in on Saturdays, and Fridays and Saturdays. So the music started because of one of those things where you had to figure out how to keep create a reason for people to come. And so it was also a success, and it continues to be a success to this day. Now that's interesting. I pastored for a number of years, and what I would do, I would finish a sermon. I would reward myself with a cigar, and so I pastored for over 26 years, and so I developed a pretty good routine. For about 15 of that 26, I'd finish the sermon, and I'd say, okay, I'm gonna go have me a stick, and part of the experience of smoking a cigar is thinking. Right. And so I would have a cigar and then bring my sermon notes and just have that cigar and kind of pour over my notes, maybe pour over some scripture and just kind of think about what I just wrote and kind of wait and think and wait and ponder and pray. And so that's kind of how it started. And I did that for so long. Once I got out of the pastorate, the church dissolved in 2021, which again is one of the reasons why I started the cigar shop. We shut down our church due to COVID. Yeah, just kind of looking for something to do. Like, okay, so I've worked so hard for so long, being a bivocational pastor, I thought, man, I need to, I kind of was, for lack of a better, got bored, and I thought we need to do something else. So my wife and I put our heads together, i.e. the cigar shop, and it was a perfect mix because I love cigars, she loves coffee, so we put the two together, and here we are with Classic Blends.
There it is.
Well, there's a couple ways to get in touch with us. We have a website that features all of our artists that coming in, that features some of the cigars that we offer. It's Classic Blends, classicblendcigar.com. You can go there. We also have a Facebook and Instagram page, Classic Blends. If you just type in Classic Blends in this area, it'll pop up because we're pretty popular in the area. And our locations in North Kansas City, 2425 Burlington Avenue, North Kansas City, 64116, or our daytime location is 201 East 21st Avenue, North Kansas City, Missouri, 64116. Either one of those locations. The best place to look for us is just on Facebook. If you just look us up, it's got both addresses in there. That again was a more, I started that again, kind of one of those things where we, which is, by happenstance, grace of God, whatever you want to call it, I would say, with divine providence. Part of our motto was coffee, and once this one closed down, I didn't want to move away from that model of offering espresso, lattes, frappuccinos. And so I had to look for a daytime location. In the event the city did close us down, I wanted to keep operating. So we looked for a location, a standalone building that met all of their requirements. And so that's why we opened up the 201 location, because it offers lattes, espressos, and all that type of stuff. So that opens at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm sorry, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the Burlington location is from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and of course Fridays and Saturdays we stay open at midnight. Now, one of my favorite things is to smoke a Maduro cigar. That's a dark, usually a medium to full body cigar, and I usually pair it with a bourbon. One of my favorite bourbons has always been Uncle Near's since they came out, which is, if you know the story of Uncle Near's, he was the guy who taught Jack Daniels how to distill whiskey. Right. And then if I'm gonna do something sweet, like a flavored cigar, I'll usually pair it with a tequila or vodka. I'm not really a vodka drinker, but I will drink a nice bourbon with my stick. Right now I'm having a Crux cigar with a Remus bourbon, and they pair well.
The Party Pup Shuffle. If you don't know what that is, all you gotta do is make sure you subscribe to this channel and just scroll down till you see the Party Pup Shuffle. And you'll hear the great voice of Miss Heather Jarrett. DJs and Entertainment. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
We don't see anything else.
Alright, we got Heather Jarrett. This is Heather. I'm DJ B. DJs and Entertainment. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do? You are a legend in Kansas City. You were a part of one of the great movements called Nut House. Am I correct?
Well, I wasn't necessarily a part of it, but I was definitely around.
Okay.
But I did have a group that I sang in that allowed people
I'm gonna let you talk about it to yourself.
Let me do my job.
It's just a group. Funny.
Go ahead.
It was called Onyx Pearl.
Yes.
And we did perform with Tech Nine. I used to do some stuff with one of the artists around here.
Well, name drop.
Skinhorn. We worked with Skinhorn Artistry with Derek Story and all them. Icy Rock. Practically Body with Don Juan. You just have to ask around. Like, we wouldn't make it as big as some of these other people, but we were a local group. We weren't hip hop per se.
You did some hooks.
But yeah, but we did some hip hop and we did work with a lot of the
Then you
hip-hop.
did some grammar material for DJ V.
Oh yeah, I work with DJ V. So yeah, that's about it. And I still do singing with Lady D. She's a local around here, not hip hop, but more jazz and stuff. So I'm still in the scene.
That's good.
So.
That's good. I'm glad to finally get you, Miss Heather Jarrett. You gonna drop a line for us?
Ooh, no.